Right, hello everybody, me Sam's Warwickshire, and we're here back with another live stream. Hopefully everyone is doing okay this evening. I was just giving it about 10 or 20 seconds just in case, just to make sure. There's always a slight delay. We all know how it is. For some reason, there's always a slight delay on my end for it actually saying I'm live. It's usually about 10 to 30 second delay. Anyway, I'm here now. Welcome, welcome all. Do hope everyone is doing okay on this Sunday evening. I'm spoiling you guys. 2 live streams in 1 week. Well, just anyway, because I did the live stream on Monday, start of the week, and then now I'm doing one at the end of the week. Make sure I've got this fully shared out. So as you can tell, we're doing a Q&A tonight, a monthly Q&A. A bit delayed, my apologies. I normally do them towards the start of the month, but I Easter got in the way, and then I did the Easter quiz and you didn't have any adverts, annoying adverts tonight. That's good then. I think I did make sure I did put the monetization on though, so there should be some adverts. It just depends, to be honest with you. Well, welcome 345 Barry. Thanks for putting in. Do hope you're doing okay. So let me just make sure I've got this shared out, because I'm pretty sure I did turn the monetization on. Yeah, because the super chat's there. Yeah, it's probably just it just depends. Sometimes there's adverts, sometimes there's not. Obviously, there's probably none tonight. Let's see who else we've got in the building tonight. Hi, Mustafa says transport. Oh no, it's a tour. You have a good night. Thanks for coming in. And then hi Unicorn Guy 2002. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Do you hope you're doing okay? I need to share this out on the good old Discord too, because I always forgot to share it out there. We are starting to get a few more people in that Discord server. I always forget to put the link in the videos though, so I'm going to make sure I do that at some point. I'm just going to share the link out there. I am. But as you can tell, we're doing a Q&A, so if anybody's got any questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. And share me out as well, would appreciate it. Let's see if we can get some more people in the house tonight. And then I know I did mention on my last live stream that I was doing the Q&A, and mainly because I forgot. Because it's actually been a long time since I've done a Q&A. I think it's been like 5-6 weeks. Like it was like the very start of March we've done one, and now we're kind of in the second half of April now. So my apologies, but we're doing a monthly Q&A. So if anybody's got any questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. Even in Michael, thanks so much for coming in. Do hope you're doing okay. And I do hope everyone had a good weekend. And I hope everyone had a good Easter last week, because I know we had the Easter weekend last week. I was live on Easter Monday though, so hope everyone enjoyed that quiz. I do want to do some more quizzes. I'm not sure what quiz I'm going to do next. I think, as mentioned, I was going to do a poll, but then I completely forgot to do that poll. So I probably will do that poll probably not next week, the week after, because I already do have my next special live stream planned. My next live stream is actually going to be my 7-year YouTube anniversary, and that's going to be on the next Saturday, the 22nd of April. So I'm probably going to do it at 9 o'clock UK time. I'm not sure if I should do anything in particular for it. I'm just going to do some like reactions to some of my older videos and whatnot, and basically share the highlights from my YouTube channel, to be honest with you, in that one. I don't really have like a broad idea of what I'm going to do for the anniversary stream. I know some people get like a script together. That's not me at all. There's honestly no plan when it comes to that live stream, to be honest with you. Evening, Ruben. I'm good. What about yourself? Thanks very much for coming in. And I've also noticed on YouTube now they've got the new feature that they've got on blooming TikTok and everywhere else. You can send the free hearts, and it should scroll up on the screen. I wonder if it does it for myself. I wonder if anybody's tried out them hearts things before. But apparently it scrolls on the screen. Although I don't think it works if I do it myself, because I'm doing it now and it don't do nothing. Because I can't see them on my end. But apparently there's the new feature where you can send certain emojis in the chat. Oh, I see them now. It came up. So that's weird. Yeah, I probably will do 345 Bay reaction to my first video. I have done that reaction in the past, to be honest with you. You can't see that feature, can you not, Ruben? Unless it's just on certain device. What are you using your PC? Or are you using your phone? Because I'm using my phone. I am. Oh, let me just. Oh, is this thing gonna bloody focus? Oh, we mean blooming focused. Gotta be careful with the old rudeness on YouTube these days. You're on the PC. Yeah, maybe it's a mobile feature then. Because I think they had that on TikTok back in the day and stuff like that. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not, but I've heard about it being on TikTok. I think it's like a free way to support the host instead of like sending super chats and whatnot. And I think it's a good idea, especially if you obviously can't afford to send a super chat because obviously they're very much optional. I never do anything paid on this channel. I do know some people which do quite a lot of paid stuff, and that's not me. Like any content I do, I'm never gonna do it like as a paid extra. So what I do for the members is they just get some like extra perks, and if I ever got some more higher up tier members, which I don't at the moment, I'd give them the videos there. I've never done anything like just members only. I know people that do, and it's fair enough, but that's just not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to put them in the live chat, because obviously we are doing the Q&A. Is it not on tablet either, 345? But ain't that strange, because when I was on someone's live stream the other day, on my tablet, it worked. I'm not sure if it's just phone that feature or tablet, but I've got on my phone. I'm not sure if you have to have the latest YouTube app. Like, have you done any updates or anything, 345 Bay? Because I'm not sure if it's to do with the updates. Because if I just go to my update section, I'm not sure if it's something to do with the updates. Because I know YouTube did update on my tablet and phone the other day. It's working. Unicorn Gal 2002 says she's got it on her end. I'm not sure if it's just certain devices, Dan, but yeah, it's basically like random. Because I thought at first, when I first saw it, I thought it was emojis you could put in the chat, but no, apparently it's like Instagram and TikTok, where someone sends you hearts in a live stream, it comes up on the side of the screen, basically. Strange one. But that's a new feature YouTube recently got. I'm not sure if they've done any other features, to be honest with you. I've updated YouTube on my phone. What, you've updated it now, or you've updated it the other day? Because I'm not sure if it's to do with that, to be honest with you, 345 Bay. I'm not sure if it's an iPhone or Android thing. Ruben says cannot see it on my phone. It might be, you know what, it might be just an iPhone thing then, because obviously not everyone's got iPhones. People have got Samsung and whatever. I don't know then, because that's strange. Because obviously I'm an iPhone user and I've got on my end. Welcome to the live stream where Sam talks about YouTube features for an hour and a half. No. Yeah, I'm not sure how that feature works. I'd have to look into that, to be honest with you, how that feature works. But I do hope everyone did have a good week and a good weekend. Anybody been up to much? Did anybody watch the Grand National? No. My mum in the background just said it was cruel, the Grand National. And what's the other programme that's just come up on TV? Anybody watched Britain's Got Talent? I haven't watched it tonight yet, because we don't pay for the bloody £10 million TV licence. I always watch it on catch up. But obviously Britain's Got Talent just finished 10 minutes ago. So I'm not sure if anybody was watching that, or has anybody watched the Grand National? I don't personally watch the Grand National. But this is meant to be a Q&A stream, says Ruben. I know, talking about YouTube features for an hour instead of doing a Q&A. So obviously we are doing a Q&A, so if anybody's got any questions, feel free to whack them in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer them. And make sure you guys do give me a thumbs up and shout out as well. Let's see if we can get the thumbs up moving towards the first 10. YouTube has been updated on my phone. Oh, your mum won the Grand National. That's cool. 345 Bay. We stopped doing that years ago because we found it cool because apparently half the horses die. It's a bit of a controversial subject, so I'm not gonna go on to it too much on my channel. But I'm not a big fan. I'm just gonna leave it as I'm not a big fan of the Grand National, and I'm glad I did pick the weekend just gone. Well, this weekend to go to Liverpool because it'd be hectic as hell, and it was, judging by some of the photos I've seen of overcrowded trains this weekend. Because also you've had several blooming local football matches on. Even though Saturdays is off-peak all day, I do try and avoid Saturdays because obviously it's full of rowdy football hooligans shouting absolute garbage. Well. Michael says, would you ever train spot at Worcestershire Parkway in the future? Would you recommend to train spot at that station? I was supposed to do it, Michael, back in the vlog. When did I upload that vlog now? The other day I uploaded that vlog of me doing the Cotswolds line part 2 from Worcestershire Hill to Kingham, and I was supposed to have an hour there from, I think it was about 9:30 in the morning to about 10:30, and I didn't get to do that hour because Great Western Railway were running 40 odd minutes late because apparently they're having problems, according to the conductor, attaching the other half of the service, which I thought was a bit odd because I didn't think you could fit more than 5 carriages because the back, like, several carriages would be hanging off the platform because I think you could fit like 4 or 5 carriages down most of them stations on the Cotswolds, so it was a bit odd that one, how they're attaching another train, and it took them like 40 odd minutes, so I only ended up having 20 minutes in the end. So I think I seen one cross country which I forgot to film, and that was it. There wasn't really any freight, but would I do it again? Yes, at some point. Hopefully I might be able to squeeze it in this year. I'm not entirely sure yet, but would I recommend it? Yes. Although it would be nice if cross country stopped more of the trains there. But I'm not sure if it's to do with capacity reasons why they don't, because I've heard rumours recently that on them Nottingham to Cardiff trains that run via Birmingham, apparently they've been like so full that you can't even get on the blooming train. That's what I've heard on Twitter, that people have said that they'll try and get it on the train and you can't even get on. And the platforms are long enough for 9 carriages. So I'm hoping that one day they will stop 2 trains now rather than 1 at Worcestershire Parkway. And hopefully cross country will be getting Avanti's voyages hopefully within the next few years, because that will help, especially if they're trying to run a full timetable again. They're only going to be running like 5. I could rant about cross country all night, but would I recommend filming Worcestershire Parkway? Yes. But it needs maybe a few more trains. Definitely go an hour away, get like the freight, and definitely if you can Monday to Friday, if not Saturday. Sunday I don't think it'll be worth it because you won't get much down there. But Monday to Friday, maybe Saturday, I'd definitely recommend Worcestershire Parkway. But it's alright. I think you roughly get 6 to 8 trains an hour. So again, could do with more, but it's alright. I did enjoy filming there when I went there in 2021, and the views you get from the platform 3 of the Cotswolds line, you guys might have seen in my vlog, were actually quite good, to be honest with you. Oh, did you, Ruben? That's an interesting one. You heard protesters try to stop the Grand National. That's an interesting one. And then 345 Bay says, I'll check my tablet to see if YouTube is updated. Yeah, I think you're right then, 345 Bay. It must be on iPhone, on Apple, because you don't have it on Samsung devices. Fair enough. That's a weird one. You'd think they'd do it on all devices, wouldn't you? Especially after they used to have that feature on Instagram and whatnot. Michael says normally it's 5 or 9 carriages on the Cotswolds line, but it's rare to have a double. Yeah, that was a bit odd. I think you can fit 9 at some of the stations, like Worcestershire Parkway, Worcestershire Hill, and possibly Foregate Street. But I don't think you can fit. I don't think you can fit a 9 on at Pershore and Evesham and Honeyborn and Kingdom and all the other ones that are doing. I think you can only fit 5 or 6 because I'm sure when I went to Moreton in the Marsh, the back 1 or 2 carriages of a 9-car sales were hanging off the platform. So bit of an odd one, bit of an odd one that one is. But then you say that because, for example, on the London Euston to Crewe route for London North Western Railway, they put 8 carriages on, but Atherstone and Rougier only the front four fits. Well, that's how I lie. You can fit roughly about 4.5, 5 on both platforms at Atherstone and on platform number, is it 2 at Rougier? But on the southbound platform, you can fit a 7 on, apparently. Apparently, it's only the 8th carriage that hangs off at Rougier. I think they do need to extend them platforms, in my opinion. Because then it would be but I think there'll be a hell of a lot of work, to be honest with you. Especially closing the West Coast main line. I'm not sure if they'd have to do that to extend the platforms, to be honest with you. But yeah, strange one having the long trains on the Cotswolds line and they don't fit the platforms. I can see why they're probably putting 9-car one on, because this was at like peak times. This was like one that arrived into Worcester, and they normally get in at like 5 o'clock. I mean, it's a peak service out, so you can understand why they put a 9-car on them, but a bit weird, especially when they don't fit on half the platforms. 345 Bay says, my cousin's dad lives in Liverpool, but he is really ill and is in a hospice, unfortunately. Oh no, that's not good to hear. My cousin is going up there a lot to see him before he goes. Fair enough. Liverpool's alright, to be honest with you. I can't wait to have my trip up to Liverpool. Very, very nice place it is. It's alright, because you hear bad things like about Liverpool, don't you? But then it's alright. I'm only going up for the trains, to be honest with you. I'm not really a fan of everything else in Liverpool, to be honest with you. I'm hoping when I go up to Liverpool, and I'm not saying when, because I don't want you guys stalking me. I'm going to be hopefully riding 3 new train classes. The 230s on the Bidston line, and the 777 Buzzy Bees, and also the of course I'll be riding some of the Peps too, because it'll be sad because they'll be going it eventually, and also I'm going to be riding, what's the other one? The CAFs, the 197s for Transport for Wales, because they're on the Chester to Liverpool via Runcorns. They are. They're also, but I believe they've also got some on the Crewe to Chester as well, if I remember rightly. But I'm going to probably get one from probably either Liverpool South Park or it's the Live Street, something like that. Are you going to Liverpool at some point soon, are you, Ruben? Yeah, I think I've kind of picked the right time to do it, to be honest with you, because it's before the timetable changed, and I'm pretty sure they're putting the 777s on the not Southport line, Ormskirk line. I'm pretty sure they're gradually doing it over the next few weeks, because I think they're going to be fully on the Ormskirk line by the summer, and then apparently probably by December they're going to move on to the or if not before, they're going to do the New Brighton, so basically the Wirral line, so New Brighton, West Kirby, and yeah, but I'm definitely looking forward to having a ride up to Kirby on one of them 777s. They look good. As much as they're gonna replace some of the beloved Peps, I think they will be nice trains to ride, to be honest with you. 345 Bay says I want to go to Liverpool again. Ruben says Liverpool is a nice place. Michael says I hear bad things about loads of places, but I ignore them and go for what at the end of the day would love to go to. Yeah, that's the thing. I think, to be honest with you, there's good areas of places and there's bad areas, because when I've been searching to places, when I'm searching, because for example, sometimes I'll search like a certain station. Like for example, I'll search like Liverpool station, and in the Google search it'll come up as Liverpool stabbing, which is a bit of an odd one. But I think, to be honest with you, like I said, there's bad areas to places and then there's some good areas to places, to be honest with you. But yeah, apparently Huddersfield's a bit of a rough one. Although the actual station, I found the outside of it is really nice. It's like a Grade 2 listed building. But when me and my mum went to Huddersfield, there was some proper dodgy people near the blooming Sainsbury's up the road shouting, and blooming God knows what else. So it was a bit of a rough around the edges. Huddersfield is, but the station's nice, Grade 2 listed, and you go there to see Felix the station cat too. You're still, but yeah, you best get saving for that then. 345 Bay. Oh yeah, because I was just watching 345 Bay walk with me Tim's videos to stay in that like dead expensive 7-star hotel. £1,500 blooming pounds for one night to stay at the hotel in Dubai, this world's only 7-star hotel. £1,500. Christ. Jesus. Yeah. My mum just said that's not too bad. Yeah, but for one night that's pricey. Not necessarily. I still think that's expensive for what 1,500. you need to get a passport first. Yeah, 345 Bay. I'd love to, but obviously 1,500. Obviously, you'd have to save up. I do wonder what the lifts in that tall building in Dubai are. The Burj Khalifa. This is a separate building now. I forget what the name of the hotel is now, but this is on like a private island. Yeah, I need to get my passport sorted. 345 Bay. Oh, excuse me. I didn't see Felix when I was at Huddersfield. Neither did I. But then again, when I've been to Stourbridge Junction, I haven't seen George. The amount of times I've been at George isn't there. What other station's got a cat? There's another one there. I forget what it is. I'm sure there's another station. There's Stourbridge Junction, Huddersfield. What's the other station that's got a cat? I'm sure there's another one. And I'm forgetting what one it is now. Ruben says I've seen George the Stourbridge Junction station cat. Yeah, you go to Stourbridge for two things. The Power People Mover and George. They're the only two reasons you go to Stourbridge. Other than that, it's a bit crap. It's all a bit dodgy around the area of the snow howl lines. Luckily, I've completed that section around Mordor, though, as Tico would call it. Michael says, I lost out on a 68 ride. They cancelled it. You know what I lost out on, actually, Michael? When I was in Manchester, I was supposed to be getting, is it a Nova 2 or a Nova 3? I forget now. The ones that go from Manchester Airport to Scotland. There was one night, it was a 397. Is that a Nova 2? I've seen a few of them at Preston. But I was supposed to be having a ride on one of them. I was going to have a ride from Manchester Airport. I was going to have a ride up to Bolton on one of them. I was on the is it Bolton? I think you can use. I think you can go up to Bolton on the GM Ranger. But I was basically going to go to the furthest destination on the GM Day Ranger that you can go on one of them, and I was going to have a ride on them. But TPE cancelled it because of a short notice change to the timetable. Short notice, my blooming bum. Lol. I could rant on about TPE all day, to be honest with you. Ruben says Stourbridge home to the cutest train in the world or the bumpiest train in the world. Yeah, that's exactly what I said in my vlog. It may be the cutest train in the world, but it's also a bumpy train in the world. But I was having a laugh. I said, it does give you a nice massage now. That vlog was like I can't believe that vlog I made was like last year now. I felt like yesterday. In fact, I haven't been on the Power People movement like well over a year now. I think the last time I went on it was like February, March last year. So like over a year ago now. And to be honest with you, I can't see myself going back on it anytime soon because I've already done it. Like, I don't think I'm like I might do if I'm ever in the area and I've got like just some time to kill. But to be honest with you, because I've done the area now, there's all the stations in the area as well. I just don't see myself going back to the area anytime soon. And although I say that because I want to go to the Severn Valley Railway one day, it's supposed to be really good. And apparently, I've heard, unfortunately, they've had some financial trouble recently. There's been like just giving pages set up because I think they've been really struggling with all the whole like the pandemic recently. Because I actually seen Tornado 922's video about that. So yeah, and they are looking for donations. So if anybody can donate to them, obviously I think they would appreciate it. If you could just donate £1. And that's the Severn Valley Railway in Kidderminster. But I need to have a ride on a TP60. I do, Michael. I've had a ride on one of the Chiltern 68s. I have. I've had a few rides on one of them now. I've had a ride from Birmingham Moor Street down to Warwick. And also had a ride to, not Warwick, Solihull. And I've also had a ride from, I forget what the other ride was in now. I had another ride on one and I forget one, but I think I've had 2 rides with the 68s I have. Yeah, I did ride behind it, Ruben. You could hear that engine, hella fire you could do all the way down to Solihull. Actually, I think I've only had 1 ride on one. I thought I'd had 2. I may had 2 now. You know what? I forget now if I've had 1 or 2 rides in them 68s. I feel like I have had more than 1 ride. But I don't remember the other time. But anyway, I'm due another ride in a 68. And to be honest with you, Michael, I probably would have maybe gone and ridden a 68 whilst I was it, because I know they do operate some to Liverpool. But to be honest with you, I probably won't have time because I'm going to be doing all the other TFW and Merseyrail stuff. But I'm probably going to not have time. I do want to do a filming section at Liverpool South Park or in Hunts Cross though, and maybe Edge Hill. Not going to do live stream because they're a bit funny on the old rail enthusiast. Even G off Trains has been told off for filming at Lime Street, so we don't want to be getting in trouble with no blooming security. If anybody has got any more questions, because obviously we are doing a Q&A, feel free to put them in the live chat. And share me out as well, I would appreciate it. So let's see if we get some more people in the house tonight. Michael says, have you ever been to a station and you get there and you've only realised that you get less traffic than the usual line it unexpectedly closes? Eh? Have I ever been to a station and you get there and you only just realise that you'll get less traffic than usual as a line unexpectedly closes? Are you referring to the line through Oxford? Because apparently that's going to be closed till June now. But have I been to a station when it's unexpectedly not been the best? Yes and no, because I kind of look before I'm going to that station to see if there's any like good movements through, but I have had a few disappointing stations I've been to over the past like couple of years or so. For example, Long Buckby, I went to Long Buckby and the freight was like cancelled in the hour, and because I think they were having issues up in Trafford Park. And also, what else? Kenilworth was a bit disappointing because that freight didn't run. What else has been disappointing? Just to name a few. I tell you what, I'll give you guys some spoilers about a vlog I made on Thursday. A completely unplanned trip. I wasn't doing anything in the afternoon, so I thought I'd pop down because there was supposed to be the Blue Pullman coming through Lichfield. So I thought I'd do Tamworth and Lichfield, even though I've already done Lichfield, but I thought I'd go get the Pullman as a bonus at Lichfield on Thursday just gone. I did 2 hours at Tamworth. Tamworth was epic. I got everything through Tamworth. The only thing I didn't get through Tamworth was a HST. But at the time, when I went to Tamworth, because I knew there wasn't one coming through, and I was like, you know what? That doesn't matter, because we're going to get the Blue Pullman through Lichfield, because it's coming off from Lichfield High Level. But I was supposed to be getting the 1608 or something off of Tamworth to connect me for a 45-minute stay at Lichfield. Hi, Stock Explorer Nora, thanks so much for coming in. So, yeah, I was supposed to get the Pullman through Lichfield, but London Northwestern pulled a London Northwestern similar to what Northern. They didn't cancel it, but it was running about 20 odd minutes late. I only had 10 minutes in between getting off the train and getting the Pullman, and it was running early. It did eventually not run early, and it was about on time, but I would have missed it by 5 to 10 minutes. So, and I at Tamworth, I decided on myself not to go to Lichfield because there was honestly no bloody point. Because the Pullman, I would have definitely missed it. So I thought, bugger it, I'll get the train out home early. So that's the spoilers for the vlog. But I did capture something else, which I was supposed to get at Lichfield at Tamworth because it was running an hour late. I caught another steamer of the year, which means I've caught, I believe, 6 steamers this year and 8 in total. I saw the LMS West Coast Railways 44932. It was going down to Southall from Carnforth, and I got that through Tamworth. Completely a surprise because I didn't realise that was coming through. I knew there was a movement from West Coast Railways coming down, but I thought it might have been some 47s. I thought 47s a winner because they're a rarity, but a steam locomotive through Tamworth was epic. So that kind of made up for the fact that I didn't get a Pullman, because hopefully, if the Pullman's on future rail tours, I will get another opportunity to see the Pullman. So it was a kind of a typical day on the West Coast Main Line where some of the trains ran and then some were running with delays. That was my experience on Thursday. So it was a little bit disappointing, but at least we got the steamer. So in answer to your question, Michael, I have had like stations where the freight or whatever's not run because of like other reasons, similar to what you said with the Didcot to Oxford line, the Cherwell Valley line, which is partially closed between Oxford and Didcot Parkway until at least the middle of June, because apparently the viaduct was about to collapse and it needs urgent repairs. Because spoilers, I actually mentioned this. I think I predicted this. Another spoilers to an Oxfordshire vlog. I actually made a vlog 2 weeks before this happened in Oxfordshire. I visited Radley Station, Didcot, Oxford, and also King Sutton. I did, and also Banbury. Did I do? Yeah, I did do Banbury. Actually, I did quite a few stations that day anyway. Forgot how many I did in total now. But Radley, what I did actually notice when we went over her, there was like a 10 mile an hour speed limit through the area. Because like, oh, we're going so slow. Is the viaduct a bit loose? I even mentioned it in my vlog at Radley Station, but there was a few trains which were running a couple of minutes late because there was a speed restriction over the viaduct. I blooming predicted it because 2 weeks later the viaduct closes because apparently it was about to collapse. So yeah, that one was interesting because I kind of feel like I predicted it. Sam predicting the future. Hi, Michelle, Makeup Morrison. Thanks so much for coming in. Oh, so there is ads then in Makeup Morrison. For some reason, I thought I'd accidentally turned off the monetization because 345 Bay didn't get any ads, but at least you got ads. But thanks so much for coming in the background. I do appreciate it, Michelle. Michael says, mind you, I rode a Class 68 from Solihull to Banbury a few weeks ago. That's cool. 345 Bay. Do I watch the Dumping Ground? I did a couple of years ago. I don't really anymore. I've seen a few bits of it since, but I haven't watched anything recently of it. No. But how are you, Nora? Thanks so much for coming in. Do you hope you're having a good Sunday? And Michelle, how are you doing as well? Yeah, 345 Bay is strange. I think sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But just for some reason, at first, I thought I hadn't turned on the monetization, because on a couple of streams I have accidentally forgot to turn the monetization on. So at first I thought I had turned it on, but at least I know it's on now because Michelle says that she got some adverts, so that's good. Michael says I don't watch TV. Neither do I, but I am watching Britain's Got Talent because I always find Britain's Got Talent like funny, so I will be watching that tonight before I go to bed. Michael says, I must admit I was hoping to do King Sutton this week and maybe Coventry or Leamington Spa next week, but those trips are delayed. Coventry I've not yet done this year. Leamington and King Sutton I have. There will be videos from there coming out because I'm still like 10 years behind. Coventry is alright. It is. In terms of the Coventry City, actually got a record yesterday. Anyway, that's enough of my local football team. But Coventry Station's alright, yeah. But I think you could still do Coventry, but as mentioned, because you can't actually do it, I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Michael, because you can't do Leamington, Coventry, and King Sutton at the moment because you can't get up to there without getting on a rail replacement bus. I can still do Coventry because luckily for me, the trains are still running. Cross country are starting / terminating at Oxford. But I do get you what you mean there, because at the moment through King Sutton, there's going to be absolutely probably no freight at all, unless there might be the odd one diverted by the Chiltern main line. But other than that, you won't really get any freight, because the freight that normally runs through Cov and in fact down towards Leamington and down through King Sutton normally goes to Southampton docks, and they're literally not running at all at the moment because of the emergency line closure. You still get a couple of movements through Coventry that come up from Rugby and go down towards normally Doncaster Eyeport movements, and the odd Bescott run goes through Cov. But other than that, definitely hold off at the moment, especially if you can't get down to Coventry, Michael, because you're not missing like much in terms of locos. Let's just say that. I was lucky when I was literally very, very lucky when I went to Oxfordshire, because obviously I went 2 weeks before all hell broke loose. Thanks so much for the 10 thumbs up, we all do appreciate it. If you haven't already given me a thumbs up for tonight's live stream, give me a thumbs up and a shout out will be appreciated as well. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. Been a bit of a dead stream tonight. I thought Sunday nights were quite popular, but it seems maybe not so much tonight. I think quite a lot of people were in here going back to school tomorrow, because obviously we've got some younger ones which are in school tomorrow, so that's fair enough. So maybe Saturday night next week might work a bit better for my 7-year anniversary live stream, because that's going to be obviously on a Saturday. 345 Base says, I watched The Dumping Ground. Fair enough. I haven't watched it for quite a while. Hello, Roadhog. Thanks for coming in. Do hope you're doing okay. I think you're new to the channel. So thanks so much for subscribing. 345 Base says, do you remember the part of The Dumping Ground where Sasha smashes the white car with the bricks in Series 7 episode? Yeah, I did watch it back in the day, back then. I kind of stopped watching it in 2020, so like 3 years ago now. Main reason I stopped watching it was because of we don't pay for a TV license in here anymore, so I'd have to watch it kind of dodgily, and I don't want to do that because you know what them blooming TV licensing goons, they'll be knocking on your door going, you owe us £10 million. You need to pay your TV licensing bill, otherwise we'll come into your house and seize goods. So I don't want one of them TV licensing goons on my door. So I don't watch BBC if I'm in the house. I only ever watch BBC if I'm away, like on holiday, because I ain't paying them blooming expensive bills for TV licensing, especially when we don't watch live TV. So to be honest with you, I'll just miss out on BBC iPlayer, to be honest with you. Even though you have to pay for a TV license for that. To be honest with you, there's not much but I want to watch some TV license in anyway. So if I really want to watch something on the BBC, I'll just watch it when I'm not in my house, to be honest with you. But luckily there's not really much on BBC that I want to watch these days anyway. Good here. Sounds like you're having fun. Thanks very much for coming in. Do hope you're doing okay, Roadhog. 345 Bear says I watch it on iPlayer. You still have to have TV license though to watch it on iPlayer. They changed the rules back at first. You didn't have to have a TV license to watch it on iPlayer, but apparently you have to have a TV license in now to watch it on both iPlayer and on live TV. Ruben says, I disagree with the TV license. I do too. Do I have a favourite Pride delivery train? That's a good question. And if anybody is coming in, Michelle or anybody else, and anybody's got any questions, appropriate questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. Obviously, because we are doing a Q&A tonight. So Michael says, do I have a favourite Pride delivery? I have seen a few. Great Westerns, for an example, is another one I've seen. But the only main two I've seen is Great Western and Avanti. I know a few others I have seen photos of online, but I'm going to have to put this out there. My favourite is Progress on the Avanti Pendolinos. Especially now Progress has been refurbished. I do like Progress, so definitely that's my favourite Pride delivery. But they definitely need to get Opportunity refurbished now, because I do like how Opportunity, the colour scheme on there, and obviously it's raising awareness of climate change, which is a good cause. But I do think they do need to refurbish it, because I think it would look better as well, Opportunity, because on the refurbished trains, the table seats are actually made out of recycled plastic bottles, and that would be like a really good move on the Opportunity, which is a climate change related train. So I do think they need to, Avanti, at some stage, take it out of service and do a refurbishment on it, because I'm not sure why they haven't given that one priority, to be honest with you, because they did Progress, but they haven't done Opportunity. So I do think Avanti need to do Opportunity. But obviously, if we see in a couple of weeks that Opportunity's not been out in like 10 million years, we know why, because it's in the Alstom depot up in Widnes getting refurbished. So hopefully they do refurbish Opportunity at some point. 345 Bay says, my mum and dad pay for a TV license. Fair enough. Ruben says, I've seen the Great Western Railway, Thameslink, EMR and Avanti Pride deliveries. That's cool. I've seen pictures of other ones, but I haven't seen like them in person, if that makes sense. Michael says, I've seen Great Western Railway one a few times, and I've got my shot of the new Pride livery South Western Railway train last week. I've still not done the South Western Railway network. I do want to do the South Western Railway network at some point. I do. But you mentioned, Michael, how it's hard for you to go up to my area. Well, at the moment, it's hard for me to go down to your area. Like anywhere like Reading, like Bournemouth, like anywhere down that area is a no-go at the moment, because the line's shut. So yeah, I can't really do any of them stations south of Oxford. So that is kind of a bit annoying. So yeah. So that's going to have to be hold off for now as well. Unless obviously you go via London or Bristol the long way out, but also the expensive way round, that is. So yeah. So I can't go down to your area, Michael, and you can't come up to my area, lol. 345 Bay, another part of the Series 7 episode of 1 is when Sasha invited everyone from her social media to the party the dumpling girl was wrecked. Yep, I remember that one too. That's kind of the time where I kind of stopped watching it a couple of years ago, when the pandemic hit. Michael says, I've seen the... I've already read that comment. So yeah, if anybody's got any more questions for the Q&A, feel free to put them in the live chat. And share me out as well, would appreciate it. I just actually want to check something, actually. Someone's car alarm's going off. That's really annoying. Someone's got a set a car alarm off outside. That's annoying, that is. Oh, it stopped now. Thank God for that. Ruben says, looks like it's only my area that Michael can get to at the moment. Can he get to your area then? I thought he wouldn't be able to get to your area too. I don't think Michael can get to many places up north at the moment. Because if you go to Leicester, don't you have to go via like Birmingham still? Or actually, I'm not sure if you would go via London. Yeah. That's quite simple actually. Yeah, Ruben says across the Paddington and then to St Pancras on the Underground. Yeah, you'd have to go via London though. Actually, I suppose that would be a bit quicker than going via Birmingham anyway. Yeah, I get what you mean now. Actually, you can still go come up to your area, but I can't go down to the Reading like Southampton, like Bournemouth, like that kind of area. I can't go down to that area. I can't. So I'm kind of glad I did Didcot when I did. Michael says, good thing I have stuff I can do down south in the meantime, but it just means juggling plans around until the library opens. Yeah. Unless you want to get one of them buses, but apparently them buses are quite limited, and I've seen pictures on Twitter of like the big queues for them. So yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend getting them shuttle buses that are running between Didcot and Oxford at the moment. 345 Bay says, I went on the Thameslink last Thursday to St Pancras and past the abandoned King's Cross Thameslink station in between Founding and St Pancras. That's cool. So when did that close down actually? I forgot to comment that actually. I was going to ask you that 345 Bay. When did that King's Cross Thameslink abandoned station close down? Just curious. 2007. How come it closed then? What did they? How did they transfer it all together? Because I was confused by why it closed. Was it so they could connect the two stations together? Is that why they closed it? Michael says, I refuse to use a rail operated bus after my experience. Last time I used a rail operated bus. I avoid rail operated buses like the plague, and the main reason why I avoid rail operated buses is not because I don't like buses, because I have been on buses like in around my area and other areas. The main reason why I avoid rail operated buses is because of a bad experience I had on one when I was younger, when I went on a holiday with some family. During the this was like 10 years ago now. Jesus, in 2013, there was a landslip between Cleethorpes and Doncaster. There was due. I'm just gonna give a pre-warning here. If you're eating any food, you might want to stop. Just a pre-warning, that is. But yeah, it was the Hadfield and Stainthorpe landslip. So there was no trains between Hull and Doncaster and Scunthorpe. So yeah, and the bad experience was I'd eaten food on the rail replacement bus, and unfortunately, when I was getting off in Doncaster, I was sick. And we're gonna leave it there because I don't want to get into the details. And ever since then, I've gone off rail replacement buses. And I'm not sure if I'll ever ride one again, and I think that was the last time I did ride a rail replacement bus. Not a fan. So I avoid rail replacement buses like the plague. So we'll leave that there. We're not going to go into the fine details. I think I was about 10 or 11 at the time. Ruben said, that blooming car alarm's still going off. Ruben says, King's Cross Thameslink closed in 2007, not long after High Speed 1 opened. St Pancras low-level platforms. Oh, that was it, yeah. I knew it was something like that. St Pancras low-level platforms replaced King's Cross Thameslink station, so that's why the 2007 King's Cross Thameslink station closed there. Makes sense. And 345 base says also, yeah, because the Eurostar went through St Pancras and they merged the two stations together. Yep. And then Ruben says, I know how Tico reacts to rail replacements. No, right? Damn buses, damn. Actually, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do an impression of Tico because my impression would be quite bad anyway, and I'm going to leave him do his thing. So sorry, Tico, because I know sometimes he does watch my live streams. Hello, Ju1. Thanks for coming in. Do you hope you're doing okay? 345 Bay. My mum and dad won't go on rail placing buses anymore too. But yeah, that's the main reason I had a bad experience, because unfortunately I got a bit ill on one. Yeah, we'll just say that. I got a bit ill on one of the rail placing buses. So that's why I've gone off them ever since. So last time I got on one was 10 years ago. Not been on one since. You never know, I might have to go on one day, but I hope not. Good to hear that you're doing okay, Ju1. Yosa says, hi, welcome, hi Yosa, thanks so much for coming in. Relatively new supporter for the channel, do hope you're doing okay. Michael said, the main bad thing is they never run on time, and they fake the times and the drivers go slower than the higher and if they ever use a power placement. But oh my God. But to be fair, that actually sounds quite true. Fake. I've heard about that actually. The train companies will sometimes say, oh, we're putting rail replacement buses on. We are, because unfortunately there's been some major disruption. And people tweet them saying, what rail replacement buses? There's no rail replacement buses here. So yeah, I kind of get what you mean. And actually, I'm going to tell you this actually. When I had that mini-esque panic attack when I was stuck in Liverpool last year, because I thought I wouldn't be able to get home, because even though it would have been only an hour and a half anyway, because they'll divert the trains via Manchester in the end. So I had to wait about an hour and 15, hour and a half basically. But originally, they were telling me that they're running rail replacement buses between Liverpool South Parkway and Crewe. And I had my suspicions. They told me that they were running rail replacement buses under North Western did between Liverpool High Street and Crewe. When I checked National Rail, it came up as rail replacement buses have requested to run between Liverpool South Parkway and Crewe. Requested, not actually running, requested. And I've still got to get from Livestream to South Parkway. So absolutely not. I just hung around in Liverpool High Street, and eventually the Avanti staff helped me get onto one of their trains, which was diverted via Manchester to Crewe. And shortly after that, I bumped into Geo's trains. So yeah, I nearly had to get on a rail replacement bus that day, but the rail replacement bus, which apparently didn't even exist, because it only said in the National Rail app that had been requested to run and wasn't actually confirmed to be running. So gosh knows where London North Western got the information from. Rail replacement buses are running. What? The ones that you've requested, which aren't even bloody running? I try not to slate the train companies too much, but them sort of things do annoy me when they do get things wrong. And I know it's not the staff's fault, but a little bit of communication would be nicer. Like actual proper communication. That's what I'm trying to say in disruption. Not we don't know if there's buses running. Like, if you're going to be running buses, like, actually do run the buses and not say that you are when you're not. That's what I'm trying to say. Because obviously they can't help when a train's delayed, because obviously they don't know how long it's going to be, especially if it's serious. But what I'm saying is, don't tell passengers that you're running a rail replacement bus when you're actually not running a rail replacement bus. That's what I'm trying to say there. But anyway, we're not going to turn into Sam Vlogs, Rants and More, so we're going to come off that subject now. Ruben says, and Southern have a reliable rail replacement buses on engineering work days. He also says, years ago, St. Pancras was a batteries and spotters heaven. That's cool. And then Michael says, and they pick up at stupid pick up points too. I could go on. Michael, you're as bad as me ranting about rail replacement buses. 345 Bay says, a few years ago it took an hour to get from Romford to Shenfield when the Elizabeth line was out. When the Elizabeth line is running, it takes 30 minutes to get from Romford to Shenfield. That's good then. 345 Bay also says the rail replacement buses take forever to get to your destination. That's true, because for example, to get the train to Coventry on a good day with no disruptions, it takes about 10 minutes. To get a car or a rail replacement bus during traffic, especially in the morning and evening peak, it can take sometimes an hour to an hour and a half to get a rail replacement bus from Rugby to Coventry. So that's also why I try and avoid rail replacement buses too, because they do take 10 years. That bloody car alarm's still going off. 345 Bay says the rail replacement buses take. I've already read that one. I've seen some rail replacement use coaches before. Yeah, they do quite often use coaches around here as well, because I live on the West Coast Main Line, and they do have a lot of passengers to cater for. He also says, I'll be fuming, especially travelling on a bus or coach. No thanks, you. Absolutely not. Yep. Ruben says still haven't thought of any good questions to ask. So if anybody has got any questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. We've reached the hour mark now. I'm not sure how long, too much longer I'm going to be on for, because it's a bit quiet on here tonight. But if anybody does have any questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. And I probably will do another Q&A for May in a couple of weeks. I will do. If anybody else has got any questions about like my plans for this year as well, if anybody wants to be nosy and see if I've got anything like exciting coming up that I could give you guys hints for, let me know as well, because I could tell you a few of my possible plans which I could be coming up. So if anybody's got any questions like that, feel free to put them in the live chat. But yeah. Ruben says, do I plan on going anywhere on the south coast? Possibly, but at the moment I can't really, because obviously to go down to the Bournemouth area or whatever, I can't really go down there at the moment because cross country. But possibly, I've been talking about going to Brighton for years now, and I've never been. So maybe I could do Brighton at some point. In regards to anywhere else, I don't know yet. It just depends. But definitely, I do want to try and do some more places on the south coast, because it is an area which I haven't really covered, to be honest with you. But yeah, I do want to do some more of the south coast. Well, I do want to do some of the south coast because I haven't hardly done any. But I'm not sure when I would do it, to be honest with you. But definitely I do want to do it. Sunglasses. They're new emojis there, Michelle. I don't think I've seen them ones before. Thanks very much for hanging in the background now. I do appreciate it. Ruben says, I do want to rise to more lies down there too. 345 Bay says, do you remember on the dumping ground when May Lee got resigned and the two girls went into her car to get the original job at the DDO series episode 2? I remember some bits of the dumping ground 345 Bay, but not all of it. But I'm not sure if I do remember that one, to be honest with you. But yeah. I have got the next couple of like vlogs planned I'll do out. I think I've got the next 3 vlogs planned. I have. One of them is actually going to be on Tuesday. I'm not going to say what line, but I am going to start to do a new train line, I am. And place your bets on what train line I'm doing next. It is going to be somewhere which is not too far away from me. But place your bets in the live chat. What train line do you think I'm doing next? I know I need to finish the Cotswolds line and the Chiltern Main line. I have started a new one because I do want to cover some more on another train line. So what do you think I'm doing next? Is it the Robin Hood line? It might be, it might not be, but actually I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to be the Robin Hood line. I do want to do that at some point, but it's not going to be the Robin Hood. It's not going to be the Robin Hood line. No. Not on Tuesday. But it's going to be somewhere not too far away from me. But have a guess. If I see the correct answer in the live chat, I'm not going to answer it because I don't want to give away my plans too much. But by all means, have a few guesses. Hey Pete, thanks so much for coming in. Do hope you're doing okay. And thanks so much for hanging in the background. Do appreciate it. EMR, it could be somewhere on the EMR network. Matlock, it's not going to be the Matlock line. I do want to do the Matlock line. I do. But I'm not doing the Matlock line on Tuesday. But keep placing your bets. You never know. One of you might have the correct answer. Although if I don't, in fact, I need to start saying yes or no now because someone's going to put the answer in the chat in a minute, and then they'll know exactly what line it is now. So I need to say no, or I need to say yes. It might be. Because if I keep saying no to people, people are going to narrow it down to what line it is if I say it's not too far from me. I've already done the chase line, Michael. I've visited, I'm not sure if you see my series, but I've visited every single station now on the chase line. I've also visited every single station on both of the Birmingham to Worcester lines that run via both Kidderminster and Bromsgrove. And I've also visited all the stations on the Cross City line. And then, what's the other one? I've done all of them on the Coventry to Leamington line, and I'm getting closer to doing all of the ones on the Chiltern Main line. Ha 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 ha! Michael, you might be right, you might not be right. We're gonna say that one for there. But you are the closest so far. You've got the closest answer of what line I'm doing on Tuesday. Ruben, is it the Marston Vale line? Yes, it is! Wow, done, you guessed it right. I'm doing the Marston Vale line on Tuesday. Let me just check the trains are running. Definitely doing the Marston Vale line. I'm just going to check real-time trains now to make sure I've got my timings fully right. So let me just check Marston Vale. I can't wait to ride some of them 2:30s. So all day on the 18th of April. Oh. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Look. It's a rail replacement bus. Damn. Can't do the Marston Vale line on Tuesday. Oh no. Yeah, it's a rail replacement bus. Oh no. That's funny. I just thought I'd have that joke of there. Because people were saying about the Marston Vale line. Actually, Ruben, I did actually want to do the Marston Vale line. I was going to do it as a New Year special. But then all hell broke loose when the 2:30s were entered in administration. But there is rumours that London North Western Railway actually said themselves that it might not actually be until next year. In a tweet the other day I saw when someone was asking about the Marston Vale line and how Transport for Wales have got their tooth. In fact, let me see if I can find the tweet. But I seen this tweet the other day. Let me just... My back's aching now. But my back's aching. Let me see if I can find this tweet. London North Western Railway. We're just trying to see if I can find it. Here it is. I'm not sure if you guys can read that. But this they basically replied to saying someone will resume a train service in the autumn for peak services, and the train service will be fully resumed in January 2024. So that's the Marston Vale line update for you guys. Are the tickets refundable? Michael was joking. I'm not reading the Master Bell line. But hopefully next year I'll be able to do it when the service is fully restored. Will I ride the Luton Airport Dart service? Yeah, but I did think it was a bit pricey because I do want to do that area 345 Bay because there's some stations down there like Wellingborough and Kettering. I've actually got family that live down there actually. What I wanted to do, so I do want to try out the Luton Dart, but I just thought it was a bit pricey to be honest with you. But then again, it's an airport shuttle. But then again, the Birmingham Airport monorail is free, so yeah. Ruben says, but part of going to Luton I'm not looking forward to is the Class 360s, which look like 352s without gangways. Funny enough, I've not actually ridden them, Ruben. I actually kind of want to ride them to see what they're like. I do. 345 Bay says, I remember the 360s on Greater Anglia. I used to ride them at the Colchester before the 720s came into service. Ruben says nothing exciting about the town of the Midland Main Line away from Leicester to St Pancras. Yeah, there's nothing really exciting in terms of the towns, I don't think. But the stations I definitely do want to do, Ruben. Them stations do look quite good to do. Michael says, I'm a bit unsure about the dart, but I'd probably use it if I was catching a plane. Yeah, like, I kind of do want to try it out, but I did think it was a bit pricey, to be honest with you. Right, guys, if you just give me a couple of minutes, I'll be right back. I just need to go use the toilet. Forgive me for that, guys. I am back. I do hope everyone is still on the live stream. My apologies. I'm not sure if I missed much in the live chat. Let me see what I missed. Ruben says the stations along the route from Leicester down to St Pancras are good. Still haven't visited them all yet. I haven't visited any of them. Thanks for the info, though. Oh, about going to the toilet. Oh no. 345 bases. I thought they did the Luton Dart advert. When Cat is 11 years old this year. Yeah, I'm not sure if I will do that Luton Dart. To be honest with you, I might do. It just depends. But yeah, I did think the prices were a bit. You're still in the background. That's cool. Thanks so much, Ruben, for staying in there. I do apologise for that. I am back now. And yeah, if anybody has got any more questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. I probably will start to wrap things up soon because it has been a bit of a quieter one in here tonight. So yeah. Yeah, but I wasn't very good at it, Ruben. When I was in school, I used to do like forest schools. I did because I wasn't very good at like riding a bike. I learned properly when I was in forest schools, but I haven't been on a bike since. It's not really like my thing to do, to be honest with you. Definitely prefer walking when it comes to places. To be honest with you. When was the last time I rode a 350/2? Ooh. It actually has been a while now, Michael. Oh god, you tested me now. When was the last 352 and it's been a while. I was supposed to be riding one, funny enough, on Thursday, but I did actually ride the 352 in the end on Thursday because I got the earlier train. But the next one that would have been my train home if I would have got that Pullman at Lichfield would have been 2 2s, but it was actually a 3 because I got the earlier one. But just trying to work this out. I didn't get one on Thursday because the one on the way there was, funny enough, the same train. It was also a 3. What else did we get? I'm still trying to work. I'm trying to work it out now. You're testing me now. When was it? When I went to Blackpool, I didn't go get a 1. When I went to Leicester, was it? Did I get a 2 to Leicester? No, it was a 3 on the way back. And it was a 1 on the way there. To Nuneaton. You know what? I actually don't remember. See, that's been a while. I think it was March. No, it wasn't even in March. I didn't get one to Oxford either. It was when I went to Oxford, it was a 1 to Cov, and then it was a 3 on the way back from Cov to take me home to when I went to Oxford. We're going back in March now. When I went to it was the way back from Leamington Spa when I went from Coventry to Rugby on the 4th of March. Nah, I know when it was. It wasn't that. Rugeley. I got one from Stafford to Rugeley, and then I also got one from Atherstone to Nuneaton. So that was the last time I got it, and that was last month, about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I had to work that out, but I finally worked out. So about 4 or 5 weeks ago it was, Mike, when I last rode a 352. But I did have to work that out then, because I couldn't remember. It has been a couple of weeks. I've been avoiding them like the plague, thankfully. If anybody has got any more questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. Listening before my shift to the train station. Oh, you work at a train station, do you, Yoda? That's cool. Ruben says I prefer cycling over taking the bus. Lol. Oh, lol. To be honest with you, I don't really take the damn buses myself. But when I need to take the damn buses, when unfortunately there's no trains, I will. To be honest with you, Ruben. Michelle still hangs in the background. Ah, yours. That's not my mum. I thought at first she was in the chat, but she's not because she's on the phone to her sister. My mum is. That's Michelle. She's got a son called Caden. That's Michelle. That is one of my moderators. She's been a friend for a long time now. That's not my mum. Yoda. Oh, you're head of cleaning, are you? That's cool. Thanks very much for coming in, Roadhog. You have a good night. But yeah. I probably will start to wrap up now because it is a bit quiet in here now, to be honest with you. But I do thank everyone that has come in. And once again, if anybody has got any last minute questions before I end the live stream, feel free to put them in the live chat. As mentioned, my next live stream now is actually going to be on Saturday, the 22nd of April. I might do an on location on Tuesday, but I can't guarantee it. If I do, I will announce it prior to it. Because I know I haven't done an on location in a couple of weeks. Mainly because I haven't really had the time to do an on location when I've been out and about, to be honest with you. But I might have the time on Tuesday. I suppose I'll work it out. But, yeah. Do thank everyone that has come into the live stream tonight. And thanks everyone for the questions. If you do have any more questions for another time, I will be doing another Q&A in a couple of weeks in May. He also says, always looking for the cleaners on the station or inside the trains. Unfortunately, it's nice. Fair enough. But yeah. Thanks very much, Ruben. Bit of a quieter one, but oh well. Some are quieter, some are busier. But yeah. Ruben. I'm not Tico. I hope I'm not starting to get a blooming cold. It is April, the time of year where I get a blooming cold. Oh, hi, EarTrace95. Thanks very much for coming in. I was just about to head off. I've been on for an hour and 20. There's a bit of a quieter one in here tonight, so I was going to wrap things up. But thanks for coming in anyway. If you've got any quick fire questions, put them in the live chat before I head off. But as mentioned, my next live stream after this one, I'm going to be doing my 7-year YouTube anniversary, and it will be at 9 o'clock this coming Saturday, the 22nd of April. It will be. I did put the link in the Discord server. I did here, Trace95. Although I did put it in the announcement section. I didn't put it in the general chat. But yeah, next live stream 7-year YouTube anniversary is going to be on Saturday the 22nd of April, 9 o'clock. And then my next vlog is going to be tomorrow. That's weird. Normally it sends a notification here, Trace95. Not sure what's going on there. Next vlog will be tomorrow. I've got a vlog chasing the steam train down to Dulwich coming up tomorrow. I have. There's going to be 3 stations, but it also features a glimpse of everyone's favourite station, Acock Green, Acock Green, Acock Green, Acock Green. It features a glimpse of that station. It does. Ah, yeah, I didn't do that. Whoops, my bad, Ear Trace 95. Next time I'll make sure I do that. It sounds like porridge, says Ruben. Yeah, I did 3 stations in the Dorridge when I was chasing the steam train down. It was actually Cullen Castle. And funny enough, I got it backwards and forwards that day. So that vlog's coming out 7 o'clock tomorrow. And then, yeah, filming another train line vlog on Tuesday. So you guys, you've got that content to look forward to. I can't speak tonight. And then, yeah. I'll probably will do some more shorts, actually, because I've got quite a few, like, clips of trains and whatnot. So I might do some more shorts. And then next live stream on Saturday. And that's pretty much it. So thanks so much for coming. Thanks everyone for coming to the live stream tonight. If you want to become a member for some more exclusive perks, there's a join button down there. And then, have you ever read a station name incorrectly? Loads of times here. Trains 95, loads of times. But yeah, if you want to become a member for the channel, price start at $1.99. Shout out to all the current members. Memberships are optional but very much appreciated. Give me a like if you haven't already done so. Let's see if we can get some more thumbs up. If you are watching on the replay, because I know a fair few people do watch the replays, thanks so much. And so comment down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free. We're slowly but surely getting closer to 2,000. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. And make sure you guys do have the bell for all notifications so you don't miss that vlog tomorrow. And then we will obviously have my 7-year YouTube anniversary live stream on Saturday the 22nd of April at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock UK time. Right, that's all now. To Tarfa, folks. I used to read Blister Village as Blister. Right, I'm going to go. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, folks. Bye, all guys. I'll see you in the next live stream and the vlog tomorrow. Bye, guys.